Hi friends, Jen here with Serenity Hill Farmstead. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving season. I hope you were able to enjoy the time with family and friends, and you were able to just rest and relax and enjoy that time to slow down, especially before the holidays get started. The holidays like Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, it can be crazy and chaotic. And getting gifts put together can be stressful, right? I know it can be for me, especially if I'm trying to cram everything into December. I really like to have all of my holiday shopping done before December starts, so that way I can enjoy Advent. We are Christian, we celebrate Christmas, and we really dive into Advent study with our kids. It's part of our homeschooling, and I want to be able to dedicate that time to that instead of struggling for the more consumer parts of the holiday. So I know you know what I mean. What I have here today for you is some ideas for some gifts that you can put together at home that don't take a whole lot of time and don't take too much money, especially if you have these herbs already in your apothecary. So we're going to start first with tea blends. So this one I put together for a specific person that I'm going to gift this to. I'm going to gift them a tea set. They really love tea. They drink a lot of tea throughout the day, throughout different seasons, especially when it starts getting cold outside. And I tailor-made this specifically for them. So I know this specific person struggles with sleep, struggles with gut health, and struggles with respiratory health. So I made some specific things. Now, I'm very close to this person. I know them very well, and I know the herbs that they would be more sensitive to and things that they would be contraindicated for them. So I made these specifically with her in mind, and these are not like these. If you were looking to make this specifically and copy things out of my ebook, which the link for is down in the description box, which we do have currently a Black Friday sale going. It is going to be on sale. The big Black Friday sale is going to be going through the end of tomorrow. So it's going to be going through the 28th. After that, it is still going to be on sale, but not as big of a discount. I'm going to keep it on sale through the first couple of weeks of December, just to give people, kind of a little extra time, make decisions on what they want to purchase. But the big sale, the Black Friday sale, it's happening now, and it's over on November 28th. So if you're interested in that ebook or any of my courses or any of the physical products, which would be pretty much anything that you see here, this is what's there, and bulk herbs too. Then you can check that out. I'll leave the description or the link for that in the description box below. So, but these are not those exact teas, but they're kind of a spin off of these tea. So this one here is the sleep tea. And then this one is the respiratory blend. And this one, which I still need to top off, this one is the gut blend. So if you are interested in seeing how I blended these, what I put into them, how I decided to do what I did here, then if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure your notification bell is clicked, because that will tell you when that video comes out. That will be the next video. So that's coming. The next one that I have here is tincture. So this here is my motherwort tincture, and this takes about 6 weeks to make. So if you are looking to make tinctures, you need to hurry up and get them done, like yesterday. There are some that, some people tincture their herbs for 4 weeks. I like to do them for 6 weeks just because it makes them stronger. But plants that have like the aerial parts that are more flowers, leaves, things like that, that aren't thick like stems and like really dense flowers, like spilanthes, that one always comes to mind. And roots, mushrooms, things like that. Those are going to take a good 8 weeks, and you don't want to shorten that time up. But things with aerial parts, you could shorten up by 4 or 5 weeks, but get this done ASAP if you're going to do that. And then all you do that, I have lots of tincture videos. I'll put some in the description box for you to check out. But really all you need is your vodka, you need your herb, and you need a jar. And you need a place to put it in a cool, dark place, and shake it once a day, and that's all the attention you need, and then strain it. And these little tincture bottles, I will put an affiliate link, an Amazon link down in the description box below. I get these by the 48 case count, and they are 48 count case. and they are not super expensive. There's different sizes, and you can get them with like the dosage on the dropper, which is nice. And when you're labeling them, always make sure that you put the dosage. Let me lean in close here. Make sure you put the dosage here on the side of the bottle, and that you label it clearly with what it is so that everybody knows how to use it. Because there's nothing worse, and I get this message fairly often over on Instagram. I get it occasionally here on YouTube. But people will buy things and they'll say motherwort elixir or motherwort tincture or motherwort remedy, but there's no directions on how to take it, how to use it. So make sure you're clear on that. The next thing is probably one of my favorites. And I think if I were getting a gift, an herbal gift, this one would probably be my favorite. And that is herbal oils. Look at up close of these. This one is calendula. This one over here, this green one is nettle. And these infuse for 4 weeks in olive oil. Now you can do these in a number of different oils. I like olive oil because it's easy to source. I can get it organic, and it's really easy to work with. And it's something that people are really familiar with. Now, if you want to work with something a little bit lighter, like people always say this word differently. I say jojoba oil, Jojoba, jojoba oil, or jojoba oil, or jojoba oil, however you want to say it. I call it jojoba oil, but I don't like to use that because it is more expensive to source, and that jacks my prices up. And people are very familiar with olive oil. It works really well on your skin, and it's really easy to use in other products. You can use your oils in your hair. You can use your oils in soap if you wanted to get this in bulk, or make this in bulk. Buying it in bulk would be way more expensive. Just go get a big thing of olive oil, infuse it with a bunch of dried herbs, and must be dry. You always want to use dried herbs for that. And you will have an amazing oil that you can incorporate into soap making, lotion making, salve making, which is our next one. And you can do all sorts of things with it. So oils are fabulous. In our shop, we do carry the nettle and the calendula here, and then we also carry lavender and rose oil. Now, calendula is super good for the skin. It's really good for inflammation in the skin, for injuries, for wound healing, things of that nature. Overall, just fabulous, fabulous for the skin. Nettle is super awesome for inflammation. So if you have any kind of inflammatory skin conditions, nettle can be paired with things and would be great for it. Now for me, I have rosacea. So I like to use nettle oil and rose oil together because rose oil, really nurturing to the skin. It helps kind of plump everything up. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It helps with capillary healing, which is really important for someone with rosacea. So rose oil and nettle, as someone that has rosacea and eczema, this and the rose, which I don't have here right this second, are my favorites. So the salve, now this is one of mine that obviously I'm using. So salve is these little tins, which I can put down in a link, an Amazon link for you guys to pick these up too. These are super cheap. You can just print out a label and write this. This is actually gifted to me by a good friend of mine, and I still have some of it. So you can get any kind of label to put on the top. You can use those Avery labels. You can just write on the top of them with a Sharpie, however you want to use them. They're really versatile. The only thing with these that I don't like is if this gets thrown into a purse and it's a warm environment, like say it's summer and you put this in your purse or in your car, this can leak. Not horribly bad, but it can leak. And I have ruined a purse because I didn't close this all the way. Actually, I think I didn't close it right. And occasionally you will get one that just doesn't want to set upright, or like in this case where it got dented and then it puts kind of a separation right there on the seal. So maybe that's where it leaked from. I don't know. But if they do, that's the thing with salves is if you keep them in hot places, they will liquefy. So if you need to set them back up, just stick them in the fridge, they'll become solid again and you'll be good to go. But I do love salves these are in our first aid kits. And we keep these for burns, we keep them for bites, for stings, for bruising, for like dry skin patches, things like that. These are really good if you want to infuse your nettle or your calendula or your rose oil, and you can infuse that oil and use that oil to make a salve. And I do have a video coming on how to make this also, so stay tuned for that one. That'll be this week also. So I think that'll be Saturday's video. Yeah, this will be, we have Tuesday's video here, we have Thursday's video here, and this will be Saturday's video. So if you want to learn how to make a simple salve, then definitely stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified when that video comes out. But a salve is a really nice versatile gift. And if you want to add fragrance to it, you can put a few drops of essential oil in there too. This one actually has frankincense in it, and this is really good. Frankincense is a great essential oil for pretty much everything topically. Frankincense is kind of a heal-all, a help-all. You know, it's really, really good for many different things. And if you use frankincense with another oil, it actually amplifies the effects of the oil it's paired with. So, handy little tip. The last one that I have for you is this oatmeal bath. This is for my daughter. But I like to make these herbal baths. Now, this one here has colloidal oatmeal, which I will explain in a second. It has lavender, chamomile, and calendula. All great herbs for the skin. Calendula, we talked about, helps promote healing. It's very calming. It's just really, really good for the skin. Lavender and chamomile, very relaxing. Colloidal oatmeal. You do not need to buy colloidal oatmeal. Do you know what you use to make colloidal oats? You take some oatmeal and you take a coffee grinder, like a coffee bean grinder, and you put the oats in there and you grind them up until it is a powder. And then how you can test it to see if it's fine enough is you take some warm water, you take a pinch of those oats that you just ground up, and you put it in there, and if it disintegrates into the water, you have made yourself some colloidal oats. You do not need to spend a whole bunch of money on something that is branded colloidal oats. It is essentially homemade oat flour. That is colloidal oats. You don't want oats in a bath to sit on top of the water. You want it to dissolve into the water so that it can permeate into your skin. You want everything to be able to get into your skin. So this is really good. I mean, you can use this for, like I said, this is for my daughter. I don't know. Hey, is Evie upstairs?
No.
This is for my daughter.
She's right here.
Okay. And this one is, I think we're just going to ruin it. Hey, Evie.
Yeah?
This I'm going to put in your stocking this year. A bath blend, an herbal bath blend. You want it for your baths? Yeah. Do you like taking baths? She's shaking her head, yes.
Yes, I do. I like that.
So these, you just take a pinch of this. You really don't need much of it. Like, take a good pinch and just kind of drop it in, and you can put it in. I mean, if you need more, then you can put in more. You can put in less. I think in these bags, this is what I get to put my tea in when I'm shipping things out. So these hold, I don't know. I think at max they'd probably hold 3 ounces. Again, it does depend on the weight of the herb. Some herbs are significantly heavier than others. This, I'm pretty sure this will hold probably 2 to 2.5 ounces of a bath blend. So you get quite a bit in there, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you are working with that, you'd be surprised how much 2 to 2.5 ounces is when you're talking about very light and fluffy ingredients like oats and lavender and like dried herbs. So this is a great option too. Super easy to do. You could also do this if you don't want to do the oats, because colloidal oats really, really good for calming problematic skin. If you have like diaper rashes in babies, eczema in kids. I have one that has had really severe eczema when he was a baby. He's back there pointing to himself right now. I mean, it just covered everywhere where his clothes covered, it covered him. And even still now, at 13, he will still have some eczema outbreaks on his hands, but usually by now, like some lotion and things that helps kind of keep it at bay. But it was very, very helpful for him when he was super little, especially when he was still in diapers. And this really helped calm him down. But you have to be careful with allergies, right? Like if you've got somebody allergic to oats, you definitely don't want to put them in an oat bath. So you can substitute the oats for Epsom salt. And depending on the type of Epsom salt you get, if you want something more fine, use that trick to put it in the coffee grinder and you can make it more fine and you can put the herbs in there with it. You can also powder your herbs. You can turn your, your calendula, you can take your calendula and you can put it in that coffee grinder and turn it into a powder. And then you could mix it in there and then the whole thing would, I mean, you still have herb kind of floating in the top of the water, but the whole mixture would be more likely to, in a powder form, to disintegrate into that water. So that'd be a really good bath. I think I want to go take a bath now. All right, so here you go. Here are 5 different gift ideas for the holiday season. They are really simple to put together. They do take some time and they do take a little effort and you do need a little bit of ingredients. Now, I do want to make quick mention, these are not like ball canning jars. These are generic canning jars that I get from our farm store. If you live near a farm store or you can order them online. Like these are from Farm and Fleet. That's what we have here in Illinois. Farm and Fleet has, I don't even remember the name, but if you just look up mason jars there, you'll find the generic brand. They're a few dollars cheaper than regular mason jars. I do not trust these to can with. I tried once and I will never try again. Let's just leave it at that. But for storing things, they're still airtight. They're still good. It's still, got that good rubbered lid like all canning lids have. And these are great for gifts. As far as like storage and things, your tinctures last. They just last because they're made with alcohol, right? So that is a fabulous preserver, so you don't have to worry about that going bad. Your oils, I would not really use past 1 year. You can get a little more life out of them if you keep them in the fridge, if you keep them cold. Like all herbal preparations, you want to keep everything here out of extreme temperatures and out of direct sunlight. That's going to be very important for caring for your herbs and to make sure you get the longest use out of them. So when you are giving herbal gifts, make sure the recipient understands that and you're telling them all about how to take care of them so that they can be blessed with the gift you're giving them. If you guys like this video, I would love a thumbs up. It tells YouTube that you like what we do and that you want to see more of it. And if you decide to make any of these, I would love to hear what you're going to make. So definitely leave that down in the comments below so I can hear all about it. So thanks you guys for watching today. Stay tuned for the other videos that I mentioned so you can learn how to make these herbal tea blends or how to, figure out what's going to work best for the person you're thinking of, how to make these herbal oils and all the things that you can do with them, and how to make a simple salve. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.